there are three things that we all now need to do. And if we do these three things, I genuinely believe we can get back on top of it. But we have to do it. So the first thing is the working from home. We were all really good at this. Like, not everyone can work from home. Of course they can't. We know that. But those of us who can work from home, we need to get back to working from home. And government needs to engage and will engage with business representatives in relation to this as well. The working from home slows down the transmission of the virus because you're coming in contact with fewer people.
Okay.
The second thing is the home visits. And this is really tough. But I can tell you, even in my own life, I mean, my family and siblings live up the road from me. There's nothing more I love than calling in for a cup of tea at the weekend, having a chat. Yeah, when we get around our family, though, we do have this view that we're not a risk to each other, you know, and we do get a little bit too relaxed, and we need to really stop that. So if we want to be able to spend Christmas together and we want to be able to have a Christmas, I think what we have to do now is realise that we are actually, when we make those social visits, as important as they are, we are running the risk of spreading the virus. And we've seen a huge number of cases coming from what they call household clusters. So that's the second thing we have to do. And that doesn't mean leave someone isolated or leave someone on their own, or it doesn't mean you can't have someone coming in to mind your child. But I'm talking about the cup of coffee or the tea that's important, but that we just have to go without for a couple of weeks. And the third thing is the face coverings. And let's be honest, I remember at the start of this, you know, the evidence around face coverings was mixed. The view now is very, very clear. And I see people making a real effort on this, but I see a lot of people wearing them the wrong way. Not covering the nose, wearing them around the chin. So a big new campaign on face covering. So work from home, cancel out the home visits, and if you want to meet someone, meet them in a park, meet them for a cup of coffee outdoors, and thirdly, get the face coverings right. If we do those three things, but do them really, really, really well, I genuinely believe we can make a big difference.
Two quick questions before we move on to third level. Do you agree with the Taoiseach in his comment about poor application and adherence?
I don't think the Taoiseach meant it as any sort of swipe or criticism at people. I think he just meant it similar to the ways that I talked about. Like, working from home is something we should be doing in level 3. When I come in from Greystones on the N11, there's still a lot of cars there, and I'm wondering how many of us, we you know, working from home is tough, but how many of us could get back from working from home in an effort to stop having to go further up? We're desperately trying to stretch level 3 here, to maximise the benefit out of level 3, to prevent having to take further measures. And if we have to take further measures, of course we're going to, but we're trying to just give level 3 that fighting chance.
Do you think it is likely that other parts of the country, I won't ask you to say where, but that other parts of the country will also have to move to level 4 in the coming days and weeks?
It would be dishonest to say that it's more likely than not that they will, based on the data today. So if you look at the figures today, in terms of the cases, as you rightly say, we had the highest number of cases ever yesterday recorded. Over 2,000 people on the island of Ireland yesterday had a confirmed case of COVID. So it is likely, but it is not inevitable. We're about a week into really kind of pushing level 3 nationwide. We need to try and give it a little bit more time, and that's why the Taoiseach last night and the Taoiseach and others were rightly saying, let's take these enhanced level 3 measures. And we do think, painful and difficult and annoying as it is, we do think the household visits could potentially be a game changer if we got it right.